you don't know, because if you don't know, if you don't know, I'm Abraham Matthews, the Rock and Bread, the human imagination. Also, the Jesus Christ of Wall Street, the prophet of profit. And I am the Joe DiMaggio of trading. I do better when new people show up because I got to be on point to impress everybody. That's the whole business plan I have. Not only did I give the summer away for nothing, I told everybody to come in to experience what I do. I did a couple of free seminars, I did a couple of free classes. I invited everybody to the chat room. Because I got the music on. That's why. Sometimes it interferes with the. You know that music's on. Oh, there it is. Wink. Sound better now? Baba Booey. Oh yeah, actually the mic is screwed up. Check, check. Should be better now. Sometimes when I got six things running, it interferes with each other. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, nice. So yeah, Joe DiMaggio of trading. We tapped out and we got about 320 people in the room now. So and look, I have the best business model in this industry. Let me make you some money, give me some of it back, and then you stay for more time. Make some money, give me some of it back, and then you spend more time with me. Give me some money, spends more time. And we got guys, and I know this is all relative. The small account guys are doing phenomenal. We've had 500 baggers, 500% gains basically across the board almost every day. If you know where to look, and we look at weekly options, daily options on the Qs, daily options on the Qs, daily options on the Qs, daily options on the Qs. And when we broke out, you're basically buying options at 9:30 and selling them at 4:15. And if you wanted to put some lottos on today, did you not know we were going to go up until the close? I mean, the market's on cruise control. Again, mildly shocked that we're here, but once we got the ball, once we started to break out, you knew where we were going. There's no why. Why are we going up? What is this all about? I don't know. Who cares? The market's on cruise control. They programmed it, get it back to all-time highs. Go. And that's it. It's not about what these companies do or whatever they make or don't make. You know, again, if you want to go back and think about, if you think technical analysis is better than, if you think fundamental analysis, what the companies do and how much money they make means anything, take a look at Alibaba. Remember 5 years ago when I said, hey, this is not racist of me to talk about boycotting Chinese stocks? Most Chinese stocks are scams. Watch the movie China Hustle. Most Chinese stocks are scams. I personally don't think Chinese stocks should be trading on the U.S. markets. They taint the market. We got enough fraud and awfulness. These are blatant frauds and awfulness, right? Most of them are going to zero. And I said, hey, why don't we just boycott the stocks? If nobody buys them, they'll all go to zero. And it's happening. Because if you think, okay, you have to assume Alibaba is not lying, right? So assuming they're not lying to you, Alibaba makes more money. The company makes more money than most countries make. The GDP of some nations don't even do what Alibaba does, but the stock goes down every day. You know why? Because nobody cares and nobody wants it because it's boycotted. They're boycotting Chinese stocks. And I think hopefully I have a part of this demise of Chinese stocks on our market. We don't need them. We don't need them. They're all fraudulent. But it also proves that fundamental analysis is worthless because that stock should be $1,000 stock and it goes down every single day and it's at $71. And it looks like it's going right back to its IPO price of $50, or I think the IPO was 80 and the low of its life was $50. And again, 70% of stocks don't even make any money. Okay. If you go back and you check every decade and every multi-decade, and then you look at 20-year, 50-year, look at how many stocks aren't even around anymore. but the indices always go up. That's the game. And just how do they do this? They take the weak out of the index and put the strong into They even kicked eBay out of the QQQ. eBay and I go way back. eBay was an IPO, and the QQQ, you know, the QQQ, that was my whole life. And it was 4 Qs at the time. It was 3, then it went 4, and then went back to 3. So as soon as one stock starts to underperform, beat it, you're out of the club. How do you think they keep the lie going? The Dow 30 is not the same Dow 30 as it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 50 years ago. They kick the weak hands out and they restructure. Restructure, keep it going. Restructure, keep it going. You buy 20 stocks right now, I bet you 15 of them will be at 0 in 5 years from now. And I'm not saying 15 of the QQQ stocks. Don't cheat. If you picked 15 random stocks, randomly pick 15 stocks, 10 of them will be at 0 in a couple of years because most stocks suck. Most stocks are worthless. Most stocks are pump and dumps. Chinese stocks are all pump and dumps. You know that. These biotech stocks that we talk about every day. This is why I wanted to bring it to your attention right now. CCCC, right? Who the hell knows what this is? But it explodes in the morning, it craters, and then when it comes back, that's when it's exciting. You don't have to be the first person into these stocks because that's the lie. You're going to get emails today about C4 Therapeutics and the blah, 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 and the blah, blah deal they have with Merck. There's going to be at least 100 emails telling you that they knew that this deal was coming. Join our service. They're going to tell you that they alerted it to their clients. Join our service. None of that but first of all, sure, somebody maybe had it before the explosion, but you don't need to be in any of these stocks the day before because there's plenty of activity during the day. So with the CCCC, right? This morning when it exploded from, where did it go? It was, basically $1.50, $1.60, and it ripped to 216. Okay, cool. And then right before the open, it cratered all the way back down to the 170, and it held, and it held, and it held again, and then it held again, and then it starts to rally, and it went to 184, and then it went back down, and it didn't break the 170. So what did we do? We bought it when it broke VWAP at the 185, and next thing you know, we're getting out, 2 and change and blah, blah, blah. And then this thing rocks all the way up to 220, 230, and then craters again. Guess what? You got another chance at it in the middle of the day at 11:30. We bought it back at 203. Next thing you know, 220, you're getting out of it. You get stopped out around 210, 220. And then later in the day, holy shit, look who's coming back. Another consolidation break from 240 up to 250, 260, 270. Got stopped out on the way back down to the 250. They had some news in the aftermarket. Wham, gets slammed right back to the price we originally had it at 220, back in at 235. Now here it is at 250, 260. You will see emails about CCC. You will see CCC tonight all over the place. But I want you to keep it on the radar because this stock can go to $3.03 tomorrow if the momentum continues. If it doesn't continue, it goes right back to 176. You'll never hear from it. But it really just came out of the dungeon. That, I'll give you a couple other ones. APPS, very interesting. Sentinel is very interesting. HNST, Honest, blah, 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 Jessica Alba's stock. That just came out of the dungeon. Path, we're still in that one. And again, when the market goes up for 9 straight weeks, oh, good for you. You picked a few winners? Oh, did you? Did you pick a few winners? Come on. Beyond Meat is up 250% in the last 5 weeks. If you couldn't pick a winner, you're a loser. Okay? I got stocks that are up 20 points. 20 points. I never hold stocks that are up 20 points. I'm always out. But I got Rambus. You know why I didn't sell Rambus? Because this is just the tip of the iceberg, I think. I think the stock's going to 250. I'm not going to sell it. I bought Path 2350. It's like 7 days now, right? I've owned Path at 2350. 2350, 25, 24 and a quarter, 25, 2350, 25, 2350, 25, 2350, 25, 2350, 25, 2325. You know where it is right now? 2450, right? 2460. But we make money on the stock every single day, and then we short it, and then we look at the one that we own, and it really hasn't gone anywhere in the last 7 or 8 days. But path, my friends, this is 7 days of a power gap consolidation inside. So do you know what that means? And by the way, CCC coming about. If it breaks 270 in the aftermarket, I don't even know why I'm still trading at 5:45 in the afternoon. I'm just a glutton because this thing's on fire. I'm all right. What's up? So, what's up, Gator? What's I gonna say? 4 cents away, 5 cents away. There are so many stocks that are breaking out of the dungeon. And when I say the dungeon, that's when they come from, these $90 stocks that were down at $2, $3. When they turn, people get a little bit, you know, distracted by the enormity of the percentage gain. Doesn't matter. These are $90 stocks that were $1.20, or Beyond Meat for example there. It was $390. It went to $4. It bounced to 7, pulled back, and then broke that 750. I don't care what you missed. This thing was going to 10. Get involved. Lyft, for God's sakes. Did you see what happened to Uber? Uber's one of the best performing stocks on the planet. Lyft finally came in, got on board. I don't care that you missed, 60, 70% of the stock. It had another 40, 50% to go. Bang, we're in Lyft. I've been buying the dumbest, dirtiest, nastiest, grossest stocks, and they're all working. You know why? Bull market. Bull market. My dog could take a shit on a keyboard right now and accidentally hit the buy button. He'll be up 20%. You're not a genius. Oh, you had some winners, did you? So did I. So did everybody. But when the trading gets a little tougher, we'll see who is standing again. I got a feeling I'll be standing again. And let me tell you something. I don't know if you know this or not, but once again, schmucko over here, I lost close to, got to be 16 grand trading UVXY long. And again, it was against my short position, but I got smoked again. And again, what I realized was, hey, I'm doing something stupid, and I did it anyway. I was like, all right, I should take this quick $1,000 loss I'm on right now. And I said, nah, I'm going to give it another day because the market looks toppy. And then I add to it. And then I add to it. And the first glimpse of green on UVXY, I loaded up and I just got annihilated. So again, and I've made most of that back. So it took a freaking hit. I held the Q short about 6 or 7 days. It gapped up on that Monday. I had to scream uncle. And so far, I covered the Qs between 382.50 and 385. They're at 399 now. So I joined the winning team, and you just buy every dip in sight and just sit back and play some music. So right now, what we're witnessing is usually not bullish, because now you're getting every piece of shit stock that you could think of rallying 20%, 40%, 60%, 100%, 300%, 900%. That's called the dash for trash. We are scraping the bottom of the barrel, but we're not there. We're not there yet. When you start seeing penny stocks and stocks go, like 3-cent stocks going to $2, when you start seeing more of that, we want to go underneath. What I'm saying, the dash for trash is happening right now. We want to go into the muck underneath the garbage, like that dumpster juice, that liquid that just is brownish green next to the dumpster, that if you step in, you have to throw your sneakers out because you never get the smell out. When those stocks start rallying, that's when this market might actually have, and it's crazy to say, we need a correction. We corrected the correction that was corrected. Now we have to correct the correction that's been corrected. Yeah, it's about right. And here's the problem. Here's the thing, friends. Just because the market's gone up so much doesn't mean it has to go down. That's what I thought 2 weeks ago. And what happened? I got fucking hammered. At least this time I learned my lesson. Last time I just kept adding to it and adding to it and adding to it. And I turned into one of the biggest losses. Again, by far. It'll be the biggest loss of my career. I'll never let that happen again. But right now, the reason I wanted to say hello is if you haven't taken a trial, it's Glick 2024. All right. It's open house. If you haven't sent me an email, if you've been lost out there in limbo, Glick 2024, baby. Capital G 2024. Go to my website. It's free for the next couple of weeks. We are fucking kicking ass. I got guys in the room. And again, I was saying how it's relative, right? It's all relative. There are guys in my room now. Joe Lab is doing 35 grand a day. And that's a real number. He's been averaging 35 grand a day. Granted, he had 1,800 in the money or slightly out of the money calls on the queues today. Not everyone's throwing 1,800 contracts around. But we got another woman in there, Susanna. She's doing her, 30, 40 contracts. We got the people doing the 5, 10 contracts. We're finding doubles, triples, quadruples, 10 baggers, 20 baggers. I mean, DocuSign on Friday. I know this might sound ridiculous. It was 170 bagger. What the hell? Did anybody make 170 times their money? I hope one of you guys out there might have. But it was 170 bagger. What does that mean? That means if you put, it was a 2-cent option, right? 2-cent option. And where did it go? It was like $3, 3 something at the end of the day. So basically 170 times your money. Nobody bought it at 2 cents and sold it at the highs, but we had some people that got in at 12 and 15, banging them out at 50 cents, $75, $1.50, $2.25. Amazing. That was just an earnings reversal from Friday. And then you just parlay that. Here's what you need to do. You got to hit one. You got to hit one. And that's what's so amazing. There's so many now. So even if you just hit one, you hit one DocuSign on a Friday like that, and you turn the $300 into $4 or $5 grand, you come in with a nice little set. Where are those balls? Oh, I lost my balls. I don't know where my balls are. Oh, here you go. Sometimes all you need is a set of balls, right? Again, if you know about my book, see, infinitesimally small balls. That's me, by the way. That's me with hair. After I got my ass kicked, my balls shrunk up to freaking raisins, right? Balls is what you need. So if you have balls and then you have the education, you make your own luck. Because this is not just random. We're not hoping DocuSign does this. It gave us the alert or the trigger. We looked at those options. Wait a second. If this thing breaks 46, it could go right to 48. We could get the $48 calls for 2 cents. All right, now they're 11, or now they're 12. All right, now they're 15. Buy them. We're in at 15 cents. Next thing you know, they're $2. I mean, and we're finding like 8. I mean, there's hundreds. This is the sickest move. This is the sickest market, and it never ends. It never ends. This year was baffling to most people, except for Tom Lee. Obviously, Tom Lee was the one who said, we're going up. We're never going down. And he was right. And he's still calling for more and more and more. Maybe he's right. Maybe he's wrong. It doesn't matter, right? Because most of us aren't going to be just holding, right? We're traders. We're looking for the action. We're looking for the reversals. And again, the VWAP trades like us. But really, this market has gone back to the original market I traded with. I would trade and then buy the Qs and hold them. Trade, make some money, buy the Qs, short UVXY. Trade the reversals, buy the Qs, short the UVXY. And that's where we're at. But if you haven't stopped in, stop in. I've given everybody to the end of the year. And again, if you don't know what I do, come and witness it. Because right now, at least one of you should be saying, who the fuck is this guy flapping his gums or running his mouth, as my mother-in-law says? Come and witness it. All right, I'm dumbfounded. I'm stupefied. I'm shocked. as well as a lot of other people were, right? But listen, what happened in March turned me completely bullish, right? When the market looked like it was going to roll over and it didn't, that was it. And then we had the March, April, May. Obviously, I built the hedge fund in May. We had the May, April, June, July. Topped out in July. I caught that top beautifully, sold into that, and then I was a little late to this last rally because I was just waiting to hear the Fed, what they had to say on that Fed meeting. But since that Fed meeting, it's been up, and away. And even if you missed every freaking rally, if you missed this whole 9-week rally and today you woke up out of a coma, you made it all back. You made it all today. So, all right, I got to run. But can you? Is it? It is. You have to. Well, you have to go to the website to get the app. And I have an app coming out soon. Me and JC. He built the app, but I don't answer phone calls when I'm making videos. And now I got to go eat dinner. All right. Good luck. CCC. We're still in it, looking for 270 to break, 303 target. It's 6 p.m. almost, but if it goes higher in the aftermarket, here we go. 68s are trading, 68s are trading, 70 bids, 66, 67, 70. Come on. Once we get 70 on the bid, I'm looking for 303 on the CCCC. Gonna make you sweat. Gonna make you sweat. Wow, they're calling from all angles. This guy. I mean, seriously, dude, don't call my house. All right, good luck, man. We're 2 cents away from new highs on this C4. All right, plus C4, CC, everything. It's just fun. It's just fun to trade. Usually I get my ass kicked on these stocks, but it had 4 attempts to sell off, and every time it came back. That's why I'm liking it. And again, I won't like it if it breaks 250 tonight, but I'm holding it until it breaks 250. I might dump it before 8 p.m., but it's either 250 or 3, or I'm out of the whole thing. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. It has options on it too, which is fun. All right, y'all. I'll see you soon.